head into the mailbag, Justin. What do you got for us?
Well, we got 2 questions in the mailbag today. The first one comes from Sean.
Okay.
He says, have super stanky IPAs run their course? Are we seeing a return of balance to the beer world?
I still see more IPAs than anything else, which for me, like, there's some IPAs I like and they're okay, but my choice is a stout. I love stouts.
That's manly.
I'm not even sure if it's manly.
It is.
Half the time they're like chocolate stouts or milk stouts.
Oh no, you ruined it.
Or this.
Anyway, stouts.
I love
chocolate stouts.
I love dark beer, and I hope that balance is coming back because I would love to see a lot of variety come to that. I would love to see different. But you go to the store and there's like 30 IPAs and like 2 different stouts. So.
I feel like in general, when he's asking if the stanky IPAs have run their course, the answer is definitely no. But I would say that if you go to like a gas station that has a beer cave, then you go and you look at all the ones that are in the big bottles. It used to be 95% IPAs.
Yeah.
Like you could almost not find anything but an IPA.
Oh, you're not talking about Old English.
I don't know what that is.
The malt liquors.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
But I would
That's
say
what
now,
popped into my head when you said big bottles.
I feel like it's more like if you go into a place and they'll have like, some of the good ones will have like 50 different kinds of beer that you get in a big bottle.
Yeah.
Not a 40, but
I got
between.
you.
But I'd say it's more like 60% IPAs now, so the IPAs are still dominating.
Yeah.
I would say this about IPAs though. You gotta work at liking IPAs. The first time I tried one, I thought it was disgusting.
Yeah, it's so bitter.
But there was so many flavors that I was really interested in that I kept working at it. It's a grind. It's just like anything else you want to be good at in life. If you want to be good at drinking IPAs, you got to work at it. So I tried a lot of different kinds of IPAs, and I kind of figured out what I like and what I don't like. And it's kind of my go-to at this point.
Okay.
Is I generally tend to go for... I really like dark beers, but dark beers often leave me feeling a little queasy. Like my stomach just doesn't handle them very well.
My boss got me a really interesting... I'm gonna go run and grab the
Okay.
bottle of it because it was really interesting. I don't want to mess up what it is.
Just carry
and it
the
was
show.
delicious,
We'll
and
just
it
carry
wasn't
the show where you're going.
it wasn't a stout, but it was dark.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. I'll be
That's okay. I'll give my answer.
Andrew, yeah.
I agree with you, Justin. I think I don't think that we're getting less IPAs, but there's a lot. I feel like it's not just IPAs now, and I do. So I think there is balance returning. I don't think it's IPAs coming to an end so much as like the sours that are a thing now, and I feel like there's a lot more variety available outside of the IPAs, where it used to be kind of like IPAs, 3 aisles, half an aisle of something that isn't IPAs.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more and more we're getting balance there, and I like it because I like some IPAs, but my go-to is like lagers. I like dark beers, but also it's just like brown, like lagers, nutty brown ales, stuff like that is by far I prefer to a IPA.
Sours are really good too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So
Sours are a thing, and
so different.
I'm seeing more and more.
Well,
of
a
those.
lager is the easiest thing to drink.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what's your favorite?
Kona? I like Kona beers, and I go longboard.
Longboard is really good.
Typically, I go longboard. I feel like that's the smoothest, easiest, and that's my brand.
This is a Christmas ale. It's a Belgian Abbey ale. It was really
that
good.
sounds.
Is it dark though?
It was dark. Yeah.
I bought a holiday, a seasonal holiday beer that was made. I can't remember what company it was made by, but I was surprised at how dark it is. I don't know if that's like a holiday ale thing that it's just dark, but it was like full on stout. It was dark.
I think ales are usually darker, but I'm venturing outside my realm of
and I'm not a
expertise.
beer expert either.
Yeah, neither am I. I just like to drink
I do like. I mean, Kona is a good brand, and there's a lot. They have a wide variety of stuff, and they also like a lot of them. They infuse like either fruit or coconut, like really subtle in it, and I like that too.
Justin likes some fruity drinks.
I don't like sugary. I like fruity, but I don't like sugary. But I think we would all agree. Beer is good, but Scotch is better.
Yes, I think we agree with that.
Okay.
Yes. We are in agreement on that one. All right, Christy wants to know what's better, Scentsy or candles.
Yes.
Now this
I
is
have
something
strong opinions on this.
Andrew has. I'm so glad Andrew has strong
I
opinions
hate-
on
It's
this.
so
Hold up.
unpredictable what you will get excited about.
So the funny part about this is Justin and I both had to ask what that
I didn't know
difference
what they
was.
were.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong,
I know
but
now.
Scentsy is the wax cubes, right? That melt in
Yes.
the diffuser thing.
Yes.
Those things are awful. There is wax on every single wall in my okay, I don't own a house. I live with friends. I rent
You're really
From
throwing
friends.
Chelsea under the bus here.
it's not her fault. It's Scentsy. Those things are awful. They get wax everywhere. I really dislike them.
So
I
you're
would
going
if
with
I owned a
candles,
house. If you have to choose between the two, candles
This
are
is
way
like-
better.
This is a strong opinion.
Yeah.
He's a little worked up. Your face is turning a little red there, buddy.
I'm gonna go with candles too because I know how to use them.
Yeah. I'll say this about scent, and like I said, Daniel, you and I both had to figure. I had to ask people what they were, and basically what I got out of the conversation is they're the same thing. Wax melts and it smells a certain way. I'll say this about candles. I guess there's something about like the smoke from a candle, like it's better for you to not have that. I like the smell of the burning wick.
Yeah, me too.
So
Especially if you get a wood wick.
I would tend to go candles.
All right, there you go, Christy. Candles.
That's
And-
our educated
And
opinion.
Andrew is the most ardent.
That was
Yeah,
shocking.
that was-
I just
I did not see that
it
coming
is
at all.
there's wax everywhere, and it doesn't take much of a bump, but they plug into the wall right where they're gonna get bumped by stuff. I really dislike
Yeah,
the
seems
whole
messy.
concept. It's awful. Oh, I have wax on my toothbrush
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Because you
That's-
bumped it.
because I didn't. I don't think. But it got bumped, and it was on the wall of the bathroom over where my toiletries are.
All right.
I have one more.
Oh, is this from Anonymous again?
Nope, this is all me.
Oh, nothing from
wanna-
The Godfather.
I want to talk to you guys. I have strong opinions about this.
Okay.
I feel like that's actually been my catchphrase in the mailbag the last few weeks. I've got a strong opinion about anything. This time it was Andrew coming in hot.
Out
About
of
candles.
nowhere. Yeah.
I want to know what your guys' pizza eating strategy is.
Okay.
Fork, no fork? Do you do pizza sandwich? Like, what do you go crust first?
Okay.
How do you approach a piece of pizza?
Okay, so the way I have to analyze the stiffness of said piece of pizza. If it's super floppy, like very thin crust, and it's just you pick it up from the crust side, and it's just gonna drip everything on you, then I'll use a fork to put it under it, and then I'll like still use the like shoveling motion.
That feels like a pro move.
I don't know if it's a pro move or just some weird way that I figured out how to do it. If the pizza's good enough to eat without, like it's stiff enough that you don't have to do that, then I'm just grab the piece, shove it in my face hole.
And you're using the crust as a handle, and you're going with the point in your mouth.
Exactly. Point in, and yes, you do have to finish with the crust at that point.
Do you eat the
But
crust?
I do.
Doesn't
And-
it depend on the pizza though?
It should, but I don't want to be the guy because as the youngest growing up, I was ridiculed for everything that I did that wasn't correct, and so apparently leaving crusts was incorrect.
Oh,
so now,
boo-hoo.
I
Middle
forced-
children have it the hardest.
now I force myself to eat. I'm not saying I didn't have it easy in every other thing.
Yeah. You know what? Your sister had good pizza eating strategies, but nobody noticed. She was the middle child.
What's your strategy? What do you do?
I want to hear Andrew first.
Okay,
I-
I'm feeling
I
that you
just-
have a weird.
I just
thing
put it
going.
in my mouth usually, but I never use utensils. If I can't, now all of a sudden this is funny. Listen, if it's floppy like what Daniel was talking about, I fold it over, and so that's when I use the pizza sandwich technique. I don't think I said anything funnier than what Daniel said.
Just the way you said it.
Okay, so I digress.
And whether
And-
I eat if I only eat good crusts.
Yeah.
There's
I should
some
probably
crusts
do
are
that.
good. Other crusts, I'm like, I'm eating this pizza because of the stuff on it, and I don't even like the crust at all.
Yeah.
I'm eating crust unless it's burnt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as
As so.
I used to be a pizza sandwich guy,
Okay.
I feel like it just ends too quickly. I'm full before I've really even taken a chance to enjoy it.
Because you're eating twice. Yeah, okay. I got
If
you.
if one is available, I will always use a fork
Okay.
because
Are you cutting like bites?
cutting bites and eating the bites with a fork.
Weird.
As it has been well established on this show, I don't like things that are yucky.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't want to get pizza grease on my hands. So I'm always, I can eat pizza with my hands. You know, I'm manly enough to do that if needed. But if there is a fork, if there is a fork available, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna cut the pizza with the fork and then eat the pizza.
I'm so glad you're manly enough to eat pizza.
How much
with your
hand sanitizer is involved in you trying to eat pizza with your hands?
There's no hand sanitizer, but there's usually, so I'd have to have a napkin or a paper towel, and I like to get it a little bit wet. Because
Why don't you
pizza
just
grease
get
doesn't
wet
come
wipes?
off on a napkin. I don't want the like
The
sticky
soap.
residue on my fingers.
Okay.
Wet wipes are for ribs, Daniel, not pizza.
Just put it in my mouth, gross.
I really don't think that what I said was. I
was.
thought that you were gonna start laughing when Daniel was talking about
When
just stuffing
Daniel
it in his
did it-
face hole.